and it's warming up. YouTube is warming up, getting ready to go. Cool. Give me awesome second. And we are streaming live on YouTube. Welcome to the Franchise Academy. This is the Franchise Frontrunner podcast. So this podcast is dedicated to the movers and shakers of franchising, people running franchises on the front line. And today I have David Alcorn, who is a new franchisee with Nerds to Go. And welcome, David.
Hey.
And today I have David Alcorn. Hey, so glad to have you on here. And so a couple of quick questions. So you're in League City, and that's right outside of Houston, Texas. Is that right?
Yes, sir. It's just south of Houston. It's actually, so we have Galveston and we have Houston. League City is like the midway point. It's about a 2-minute drive north or south.
How many months have you been in business?
We opened the day after Labor Day. So we've been on 2 months working on the third.
Cool. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
What did you do before this? What's your role before franchising?
Well, prior to franchising, I worked in the chemical plants as a cybersecurity network administrator. I wore many hats, but the cybersecurity part and the network administration really had me sold. And so I've been doing that for the past roughly 10 years.
Wow.
And which was easy to go into a franchise like this.
So Nerds to Go kind of just spoke to you and was comfortable because you understood that territory, right?
Yes, I was presented a few franchises, but this one alone, they had me at hello, I guess you can say.
Cool.
As soon as I saw what they stood for, their marketing, their advertising, the technology that they use, the partnerships, it was hands down. You can tell that they really knew their stuff, and it was.
So you're young in the business now, only 3 months in, but what is your greatest lesson so far, or even early at these early stages?
Watch every dollar. Okay. So one thing that I can say is I've been a chemical plant worker, so the money's always been pretty good. So you don't have to play defense as long as you play good offense. You buy and spend. Well, when you become a business owner, everybody wants money. And the defense is the part that you don't know about, So watching every dollar is so important because you could have 100,000 in the bank, and you can watch it go south in less than a week. Just because the income's not coming in anymore, it's only going out. And also another thing that I learned is to fire fast. I know that's a harsh word, but not everybody is a stakeholder in your company. And as a small business, if you take too many losses, it'll shut you down.
Yeah, no question about it. So that was going to be my next question, actually, is what do you wish you knew before you went into business, now that you're in business?
So being a W-2 employee, I was a hard worker and a responsible individual. And so when I hired, I figured that everyone's adults, everyone's professional, everyone's going to do their job, but that's not the case. And if you can't find members of your team I call them stakeholders. If they're not stakeholders in your business, then they're just really making a buck. Say for an example is, say you pay a guy $15 an hour, but you charge $179 an hour. It's like, well, he's pocketing the other change. I'm only getting $15 an hour. Well, that's not the case. That pays for your vehicle, your company card, your cell phone,
Right.
Things like that. So even though you don't have to get into those kind of details, all they need to know is that they're invested in this business, and if they're not, then we have a problem. You have to, as a small business, you have to have people that are really in the business with you.
Yeah. And that's the toughest thing. No matter what the business is, it's always staffing is always the headache I hear from business owners. What's the best book that you've ever read?
Man, I could go all day on that, but best book I've read is John C. Maxwell, 21 Laws of Leadership. Well, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership.
Yes, sir.
And people will follow you.
That's right.
Yeah,
John Maxwell. Awesome. John Maxwell's an awesome guy, awesome books. Great leader, great guy to follow. If you could.
Franchise Savvy is not a bad book either, though.
Franchise Savvy. Oh no, don't read that book. Oh man, thanks for saying that.
Well, that's how we met.
It is. God works in mysterious ways and put us together, different ends of the country, but glad it worked out and glad the book helped.
Yes, sir. It's been uphill ever since. Downhill, or however you want to say it.
Right. Well, it's all fun right now, but you have your good days and you have your bad days. I know that for sure.
Yes, sir.
What advice would you give to somebody who's thinking about buying a franchise right now?
Just know that if you do get funding from an outside source, you won't get enough. So don't assume that you see the big dollars and you think that you can buy the world. Treat it like you got $20 in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
$3. I say that so much because there's one thing that'll make people stop fooling with you, and that's not having any money.
Yeah.
And so and also fire fast. If you bring someone in that's not, don't spend 3 weeks of payroll on them. If you hire them, they're on a probationary period. I'm in Texas. I can't speak for many states, but we're at will. Those 90 days are for a reason. That's not just for you. That's for that person as well. Maybe this isn't a fit for them, and no harm, no foul. Let's cut our ties and let's go. So watch the money and watch your employees. I mean, catch it early.
Right. But you have to have employees. So it's a necessary evil, if you will. Otherwise, you just buy yourself a job, and that's not what you want. You want to be able to leverage your time with employees. So, very well said. Even for only being 3 months in business, you got some pearls of wisdom there, and I really appreciate you sharing it. What's the best way for people to reach you if they're in that Houston market and they're looking for some computer support? How do they get you?
So Geneva is my customer specialist. She works the front desk. She's incredible. She can be contacted at 281-721-9422. And we're open between 9 and 6 Monday through Friday and noon to 4 on Saturdays. And we come to you. That's the thing. We are Nerds to Go. No need to unplug anything. We'll come to you and we'll take care of your issues right there.
That's awesome. Well, David, I want to thank you. Nerds to Go, and really all over the country. But David is in League City, Texas. Thank you, my friend, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you for having me, Tom, and I'm sure we will.
Absolutely. So this is the Franchise Academy podcast, and this is featuring franchise front runners. David Alcorn was our guest today. You can reach him at the Nerds to Go franchise, nerdstogo.com. And you can go to thefranchiseacademy.com to see his information on the website there. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. A lot of good videos there. And like David said, pick up your copy of Franchise Savvy on Amazon. Hope to see you all soon. God bless you and have a great day.
Take care.